How to set up retargeting ads for your business inside of Facebook. So, hello, friends, and welcome to Small Business Wednesday. I'm your host, Kerry, Knoll, and thank you so much for tuning into today's episode about how to set up retargeting ads for your business inside of the Facebook. If you're watching this on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button and bell notification. And if you like this video and get some good value out of it, please hit the like or thumbs up as well, whether you're watching this on YouTube, LinkedIn, or Facebook. So let's get started, shall we? So let's jump right into it. You should be seeing my screen. You should be seeing the audience manager in my backup account. And so the first thing we need to do if we're going to do retargeting ads, and this is how simple and easy it really can be, is we want to click on create audience and then create a custom audience. And from the custom audience, we're going to click on your source's website. And then we're going to click next. And then we're going to pick our pixel that we want to be using for this particular instance. Let's say it's this one. And then right here under events, all website visitors, we're going to change this to people who visited specific web pages. And the retention period we can go up to is 180 days. So I'm going to do that. And then URL contains is going to stay contains, and we're going to make it vegastechgroup.com. So whatever your domain might be, just put it in the actual domain without the HTTP or HTTPS : / or www dot, just the root domain itself with the dot whatever it is, .com, .net, .org, or any of the other extensions. And then we're going to just basically give this an audience name. So in this case, it's going to be 180, and then we're going to just put VTG website visitors. Something like that. That's how we're going to create our audience. Now, this is also assuming, of course, that you have the pixel installed correctly on your website or your sales funnel or whatever the case may be that you're trying to track. And then we'll click done. And then we're just going to go over to our ads manager. And from there, what we would do is we would click on create here, and we would build out a new campaign. And typically for retargeting ads, we'd want to run traffic as the consideration type for retargeting campaign. Sometimes conversions also works well. In this case, we'll use traffic. I'm going to expand this caret down here and name my campaign right away with my naming convention. So traffic, and then my webs or business, and then I would do website visitors probably as my some kind of indicator here. It might be the actual offer name too. Instead of website visitors, it might be your offer name. So I put that in there, or some kind of your offer in general, right? And then this ad set level here, this is going to be where we do retargeting. So in this case, it's going to be CA for custom audience. And then I would put in what that custom audience is, which is VTG website visitors. And I might put 180 in front of here too, so I know that I'm using this particular audience I just created. So this is the audience name that we gave it right here, and the CA stands for custom audience. And then the ad itself, this could be anything. I usually do like ad number 1 or what have you. Click continue. And then after that, you're just going to get a recap of what you have here. We're just going to leave most of this alone. Campaign budget optimization should be set to off. Click next. And then here we're going to send the traffic to a website. We're not going to use dynamic creative right now. The daily budget can be whatever you want it to be. Usually it doesn't need to be much because you have a smaller audience for it to reach. So it doesn't spend much per day, if any, depending on the size of that custom audience. And then the start date, I usually go 1 day in advance to the next day, and then 12 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And this allows me to get the most of my daily ad budget spent in a 24-hour period. It'll spend it evenly. Then under this, we have create new audience, or we have use saved audience, and we have custom audiences. And so under custom audiences, I'm going to click into that, and then it's going to bring up a list here of all my custom audiences. As you can see, we have all lookalike and custom. If I go to custom, it'll just show the custom. It's the first one. It's the newest one. It's labeled here 180-VTG-website visitors. I'm going to click on that. It's going to be the only audience. Right now it shows less than 10. It's still probably populating. Plus, it's not going to show a lot anyway. It's probably under 1,000 anyhow, I would assume. And then we're just going to leave this alone, right? So the settings overall, United States, 18 to 65 plus, all genders. Now, if you wanted to expand locations, if you are offering services or products to other countries, you would want to add that in here as well. So perhaps tier one, like I talk about a lot often, United States, Canada, UK, which is United Kingdom, Australia, and New Zealand, perhaps, maybe even others, depending what you do. And then we're going to do, I think we're going to do automatic placements because I'm not going to run a video. If I was running a video ad here, I might do manual placements. And then if I did do manual placements, I'd probably remove the audience network simply because Facebook won't track the video views, which I could then use the video views in another custom audience for video views if I was running a video ad for this retargeting ad. But in this case, I'm not, so I can either leave it alone here, manual placements, everything checked, or go back to automatic, either one. We're optimizing for link clicks, that's fine. And then we would move forward and create our ad itself, right? The other thing I might do too is I might come back to this actually at the top here, and I might put in, after traffic, I might put retargeting behind it, just so I know that's what this one is, right? In case I do another traffic ad that's not a retargeting ad for some reason, but typically I only use traffic ads for retargeting purposes. So that's kind of the best practices there. Then when it comes to the ad itself, we're not going to go into building that out, but you would continue on and you would select the Facebook page it's from, and then you would select, let me see if I got the right page here, right here. And then should match up with the Instagram account if you have one. And then you can create your ad, or you can use an existing post, et cetera, et cetera. The only thing I would worry about doing here is just making sure you're sending them back to the right page or offer that you want to send them back to. And sometimes with the copy and or the image/video, you want to call out a specific product or service that they may have viewed already if they've landed there, if you're tracking that specifically in your audience that you're sending them back from. So again, we come back to audiences. When we're in this audience, if I edit this audience and I wanted to say send them to a specific thing like a specific page, then I would change this to from contains to equals, and I would change this to the actual domain or the whole URL just to make sure it matches 100%, right? So in this case, it might be this / social posting services or something like that, if that was the URL. And then that way I would know in this audience, I'd rename it as well. And I would say VTG, social postings, website visitors, and then maybe put social posting services, SPS or something like that, update this audience. And now the retargeting ad I've set up, I would make sure it was speaking directly to the audience that visited this particular page about this particular offer in particular. That's a lot of particulars, but that's what I would do. And that's how I'd work it. So that's how I would create the dynamic of the ad itself and based on content of that ad based on whatever the offer might be. Now, if it was more general, like we're just retargeting everyone that visited our root domain for our business, then the ad might be a little more general, about the entire business, about all the offers, about all the services or whatever the case may be. So it just depends how specific you want to be, how many different retargeting ads you want to run, how many specific different URLs you have for each of your offers or products. And then when when I would be finished with all of this editing and changes, I would then hit publish and we'd be off and running. The other thing I want to make sure is tracking's on again. So in this case here, I would select website events and I'd want to make sure I selected the correct pixel. So I make sure I have the right pixel selected. And then if you wanted to, you could build out a URL parameter using the UTM codes to ensure that you can track efficiently where the sales are coming from which particular ad you're running when it comes to sending traffic back, like with all the retargeting ads that you could potentially be running. So you might want to build one of those out too. All right. That covers it for the most part. We do offer this as a service at Vegas Tech Group. So I just want to let you know that if you're interested in hiring us to do that for you, let me know. You can always reach out to me via my website or my email address scrolling across the bottom. And until next time, I hope you have a great rest of your day. If you are watching this on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button and the bell notification. And if you did like this video and got some good value of it, please hit the like or thumbs up as well. And as always, share it with anyone who might also find it of interest to themselves or anyone else that may benefit from this. So again, thanks so much for tuning in today, and we'll see you again back here tomorrow. Have a good one. Thanks.